Sir, my first question is about infrastructure development. If we really want to encourage people to be part of this information highway, infrastructure becomes very important. It's as important as physical infrastructure. So whether it's internet connectivity, fiber optics, internet connectivity, data centers, as a nation, we all have smartphones, and now these smartphones are AI powered, but from what we know from outside is that infrastructure is still an issue, a little bit of an issue in Kerala. We want to get your perspectives in terms of what are the various initiatives to improve the infrastructure aspects within Kerala.
Thank you. At the outset, I would like to express my gratitude for Southwest for inviting me to this prestigious program. I knew Mr. Vasu a few years back while he was with Indian Express. At that time, I got the privilege to be a part of the conclave, and this was organized by New Indian Express regularly at Chennai as a capacity of the Member of Parliament at that time. Normally, these digital platforms are focusing on sensitive, sensational issues and manufacturing controversies. That is the major objective of the new media. Not only new media, all the medias are trying to cook it up news and manufacturing the consensus and creating public consciousness using all these tools. Then I would like to congratulate you for taking initiative for constructive conversations and to bring all the ministers and technocrats and other experts to this platform. And it's a great initiative. 2 years back, Justice Chalmeshwar, the former Judge of Supreme Court and former Chief Justice of Kerala High Court, has mentioned about this initiative. I think at that time you discussed about federalism. So Dr. Thomas Isaac has participated in that discussion. I'm not a graduate in journalism, but I practiced journalism for more than a decade as editor of Deshabhimani. I'm a graduate in economics, then journalism. Then I studied chemical engineering and law and economics, but practiced journalism for a decade. And this is where I am holding industry and law portfolio. Information technology, we are giving more importance for that. That is why Honorable Chief Minister is holding that portfolio. The differences is actually information technology, not only the ministry, it is not an autonomous mechanism. All ministries depends on IT now. Health ministry, education ministry, obviously industries ministry, and LS, local self-governance, home. Every ministry depends on IT. And IT cannot stand alone without the help of other ministries. That is the reality. Then we are working together collectively to attract more investment to the state of Kerala and to create more employment opportunities to our own youth. Kerala is geographically and demographically, Kerala is a small state. But in human index and other several factors, Kerala is a big state. In 1.6% of the landscape of the country, 2.8% of the population of the country. Still, we are contributing 4% of the GDP of the state. You have correctly mentioned that Kerala has established the first technopark in 1990 at Thiruvananthapuram. We had established the first electronic company of the country, that is Keltron. That company made the first television at the time of Asian Games by the demand of the then Prime Minister, Srimati Indira Gandhi. And Calcutta, this is the first metro of the country. At that time, Keltron controlling the ticketing system of the first metro of the country. This digital divide, actually, the time is expanding. Earlier, depends upon the difference in between those who access to the computer or internet. Then it is expanding, those who access to broadband connectivity and ICT. Actually, now it is more expanded that those who have connected with the world and those who cannot. That is the real dimension of digital divide now. Then Kerala actually, this question is not relevant because urban, rural,
IT
that
divide,
very difficult to demark in between village and urban areas in the state of Kerala. Kerala as a whole can be considered as a city. Very difficult. If you are going through the roads, highways of the state of Kerala, you cannot find a single space, vacated space, without any shop or house or any industry, small industries. Very difficult. Then it's a very urbanized state of the country. Then actually 86 out of the 100 people are having internet connectivity. The mobile and smartphone penetration is very high in the state of Kerala. Then, but how to ensure affordable access to internet infrastructure and ICT? That is one of the challenge to any governments. We are the first state, fully e-governed state of the country. Kerala is the first digitalized banking state of the country. Recently, Honorable Chief Justice of the country has inaugurated the fully digitalized High Court of the country in Kerala. Then, but how to ensure the access to the needy people? That is why first time in the country, government of Kerala has established an infrastructure, internet infrastructure mechanism, optical fiber cable network, KFON. Ensure free connectivity to the needy people and also speed connectivity to all government offices. This is first time in the country. And also we are establishing around 3,000 Akshaya centers in all villages for providing these facilities to the citizens. These are some steps taken by the government of Kerala.
Right. Yeah, so Ireland has this concept of connectivity hubs. So it's kind of set up in a public-private partnership by the government, enables virtual work, enables remote work. I think something that could be very, very relevant for a state like Kerala. So how do you kind of deal with the skill gap? You know, as a nation, we suffer from this, and that's the reason for this huge unemployment. People who have jobs get 6 jobs. People who do not have jobs end up becoming delivery boys for Swiggy or driving, Ola or Uber. So clearly, with respect to the workforce development, what are some of the initiatives that you're taking up, especially in the Tier 2 and Tier 3 towns?
Actually, I heard the last debate that is focusing on skill gaps. In Kerala, we are trying to transform the society into a knowledge society. And we are trying to transform the economy into a knowledge-based economy. For knowledge-based economy, knowledge should become the capital. That is the strength of the state of Kerala. Our landscape is, I already mentioned, very less, and cost of the land is very high. One side belongs to Western Ghats regulation, other side belongs to CRSL regulation, in between wetland regulation, and the forest and population ratio is very high. Now the wild animals is demanding more land. They are coming to the cities for their activities. That very ecologically sensitive area. Then big manufacturing and polluting industries are not suitable for the state of Kerala. And if we are allowing to establish a big industry, manufacturing industry, then they depend for the migrant laborers. For garment industry or chemical industry, 95-98% of the workforce are migrant laborers. They are getting 10,000 or 12,000 per month salary. That means around 120 crores of rupees per annum. But recently we have established IBM. IBM established their AI campus in Kochi. They have recruited around 3,000 people within 2 years. The annual salary is 20 lakhs rupees per annum. That means 600 crores rupees per annum. This big garment factory employing 10,000 people, most of them migrant laborers, and getting only 120 crores of rupees. And most of them going back to their own states. But a reverse migration is happening to this industry, this IT knowledge-based industries. Then we are focusing on that. Then skill thing, this we have established the first digital university of the country at Tirunelveli. We have a blockchain academy also, trained lakhs of youth for blockchain technology. This digital university is focusing on AI and big data analysis, machine learning, blockchain technology, robotics, and all new emerging technologies. And also we have some skill development institutions under labor department and under higher education institutions. But the mismatch that is mentioned in your session, Professor Narayan was here, that session they had mentioned mismatch. Then how to address that issue? For that now we have introduced full-time internship for the students, 6-month full-time internship, the industry, paid internship. They can learn the lessons online from the institutions and they can work in the IT or other companies as a full-time intern. And second thing, we have changed our perspective on higher education, changing the curricula, pedagogy and syllabi. It is more flexible. Earlier, our student days, the teachers can teach us using their study notes of their student days. Now a student who learned the technology in the first sem, it is outdated when he promoted to the last sem. That is the changing of the technology. Then it is then the higher education system should be more flexible to adopt the changes in the technology that we have recently incorporated in our higher education system. And also we are ready to design the courses in accordance with the requirement of the industrial establishment. The last month I have inaugurated MTech Polymer Technology course, executive course, exclusively for Apollo tires. Then this flexibility is there. And now we have introduced a new novel scheme that is Campus Industrial Park. Higher education institutions can start industrial park along with them. If they have excess land, which is, if as per UGC regulation, 5 acres of land for establishing an higher education institution or AICT or medical council terms, if they have excess land, government will give a industrial status for that plot. And we are giving a single window clearance mechanism for giving licenses to the industries coming to that area. And also we are giving some financial incentives for infrastructure developments. The first priority for the allotment is to the industrial production or industrial application of the research outcome of the higher education institutions. Second, the industrial application of the projects of the faculty. Third, for the alumni. And fourth, for any industry which is allowed at that pace in accordance with the rules and laws. The students can work there. Then he or she will get wages on hourly basis. If a polymer technology student he or she is working in a rubber company, then in addition to that wage, he or she will get credit or bonus mark or grace mark against hours working in that institution. If a computer science student, if he is working in a IT firm, not only industry, the STF is also is allowed, standard design factories, this build-up area. These are some initiatives taken by the government to scaling up the skills and also avoid the mismatch in between the skill and the requirement. These are the steps we have taken.
Yeah. So, Mr. Rajeev, if I understand correctly, if I'm a person not from Cochin or Trivandrum, I'm from Thrissur, you're saying still I have an opportunity, I'm aware or I'm being made aware of all the IT or technology or industrial opportunities that are available for folks from the big cities. Is that what?
Actually, any particular sector or?
No, so how do you create that awareness for someone who is not from the big cities? And how do they participate?
That is true. Actually, the reality is the general presumption about Kerala with regard to industry is very negative. Kerala is very good for education, okay. Kerala is very good for health, okay. Human index is very good. God's own country, nice to see. But industry, no, that is not good because communists are ruling the militant trade unions, very red tapeism. These are the propaganda outside. This propaganda is far away from the reality. Actually, the Vikrant is a prestigious product of the country.
Right.
The first indigenous aircraft carrier. That is make in India, but made in Kerala.
Yeah.
Without losing a single man hour. Recently, we had convened a roundtable on maritime and logistic. Then the CMD of Cochin Shipyards. He told the last 25 years, not a single man hour lost in my shipyards. All unions are very active there. All unions are very active there. But not a single man hour lost due to any strike. Not a single factory was attacked in the last 25 years. That has happened in other states. Not a single managerial cadre was attacked by any workman. That has happened in Noida or on the Warangal, AP Rayons. One general manager was killed a few years back. But these type of things have not happened in Kerala. But general perception that is true. Then my challenge as a minister of industry is to change this presumption.
Right.
Then I intervene with investors, learning experience. I met more than 5,000 investors all over the state. And we have taken several initiatives. Using the technology, you can start an MSME in the state of Kerala within a minute. Within a minute. Our KSIFT system is there. In our roadshow in Chennai, one Wipro representative told to the audience, that just using this case, if they register, submit, then going for a coffee, just to the coffee shop. Then the man ran to him and, sir, we got the license. Then he called to the CIA representative, whether it is original or duplicate.
Yeah.
Yeah? Then using your technology, while we assumed the office of this ministry, Kerala was in 28th rank in ease of doing business. We could improve our rank to 15th last year as a aspirant. This last ranking, Kerala is the number one in the country as a top achiever. By taking all these steps and this ease of doing business, now it is known as business reforms ranking. It is exclusively based on feedback. 100% on feedback. Then this ranking reflects the confidence among the investors of the state.